attending our first Fort Bend Serves Series Part 1. We're very happy to have y'all here. With us today, we also have our Fort Bend County Health and Human Services, our Fort Bend County Libraries, and you also have 211 Texas of United Way. So you'll hear from all these speakers today. They also have booths in the back as well with resources that each of their departments provides. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and turn it over to our county judge, Fort Bend County Judge, KP George.
You all could hear me, right? I don't need it. Huh? He's saying no. Check. Okay. Can I put some of this? I don't like to hold on to a microphone. But anyway, that's not an issue. We will work. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for coming, and I hope more people coming. And one thing, maybe 6-7 years ago, I came into office. I said, there's a lot of people have no idea what a county do, and even many people don't even know what a county means. Do we need to start a trivia or something? Do you know what a county is? Or many people don't know. County is actually a functional arm of the state government, county. And county and city, there are two different entities. City have much more, not monopoly, and they have much more power to create their own laws and things of that nature. County doesn't. And everything what the state tell us to do, that's what we do. Check. Okay. That's what we do. And so, but at the same time, county play a major role in people's life, and especially a county like Fort Bend County. And I don't know, just keep turning it off. Turning off. No, I'm not holding it. Okay. So what actually, but they do a lot of things. In Fort Bend County, I don't know you know this, there are cities, there are counties. And there are cities and there are county extraterritorial jurisdiction. Extraterritorial jurisdiction, that means county provide all the services to the citizens live in extraterritorial jurisdictions. And so what does that mean to an average person? Because many times a city provide all the services if it is in Sugar Land or if it's in Missouri City and where we are sitting and so on and so forth. But actually 60 to 65% of Fort Bend residents are living in a extraterritorial jurisdiction area. They are not living in a city. Maybe you have a beautiful Sugar Land address or Missouri City address or things of that nature, but Sienna Plantation, majority of the people living in Sienna Plantation have a Missouri City address, but they are not in Missouri City. You know that, right? Okay, so what we are trying to do is we provide a lot of services directly to our citizens, and a lot of time people don't even know what services available, what help available, and there is even when it comes to small businesses, we wanted to make sure, because one thing about small businesses, you go and you get passionate about something, you put your livelihood, you invest into something. You know that according to Forbes magazine, more than 85% of the small businesses fail in the first 4 years, 5 years. Why? Because not because they cannot make that sandwich right or whatever the service they're providing, simply because they don't understand how to manage a business properly. And that's the reason why they fail. And so we just want to make sure we are providing the services we can, where to find funding, where to get proper planning, what kind of government assistance available, what kind of grants available, what kind of loans available, which we have to pay back, and so on and so forth. So this is where this conversation came, and we had engagement with the public, and that's where we come to know there is a major demand in this area. So tonight we are actually doing something called launching Fort Bend Helps, a community care program, our new online hub for residents to access essential services and resources in one place. And this is a lot of time and effort put behind this. And And when you talk about, and whether you are looking for healthcare or food assistance or housing support, local programs, this tool make it easier for you to navigate and find the right resources. And we are bringing government and community partners together, and you can see together means not just in person, but it's also available 24/7 online. And as you saw that some of our partners are here, and we are going to, this is only the first phase of the program we are starting, and you're going to have more coming in the near future. We know navigating services can be frustrating, confusing, and this initiative is, the simple goal is to simplify that effort. And more importantly, we want to make sure we respect our citizens, the dignity, respect, and clarity back into how people can get help. And so, and we are doing it together. And it's not like we are the expert. We are listening to our citizens, and we are understanding their need and coming back and saying, hey, let's bring this thing together. And together, we have other community leaders and community organizations I mentioned just now, and with Fort Bend Health and Human Services right in the back, and they provide a lot of services. And if you never heard of Fort Bend Health and Human Services, I'm sure 2020 to 2024, you heard and you have seen their service every single day during COVID. And they were out there, and they are the reason why we were one of the top vaccinated county in state of Texas, always been. And so, and they have numerous services, and I will ask you to go and talk to them, social services, EMS, and community services, and so on, epidemiology, and so on and so forth, so many services. That's, Fort Bend Health and Human Services is the largest department in Fort Bend County. I want you to know that, explore that. And of course, our libraries. And Fort Bend County is blessed. And while I'm talking about, I just want to recognize our Fort Bend County Libraries Director, Mr. Weeks. Would you be able to wave at everybody? Yeah. He actually leading our library effort, and we, as you know, Fort Bend County libraries are very close to people's heart. And how do we know about it during COVID? People used to come to my office and ask when you're going to open the library, and I need to get books, and or can you deliver it to my house, or can I go and pick it up, and things of that nature. And also, I don't know, this, and we had some hiccups last so many months, and Mr. Weeks told me the other day when we were at another library event, and we are 100% absolutely ready and back to normal from September 2nd, I heard? September 3rd? Second. September 2nd, and we are going to be back full-fledged operation of our libraries, and I know that it was a lot of people were concerned about that. And so it was a hiccup, and nobody can avoid it, and it happened, and it took a little bit time, but thanks to Dr. Weeks and so many, our IT department, and so many other people's hard work, a lot of hard work behind the scene. And of course, 211 Texas, United Way, thank you for being here, sir. Thank you. And many more partners you are going to see moving forward. Why these partners are important? And I tell you this, during COVID, and I don't know, this is an old story, but I just wanted to make a point here. And February 26th, United States had the first, 26th of 2020, United States had the first case of COVID. And in Texas, I don't know you know this, the first case of COVID in Texas was in Fort Bend County, which was in Stafford. And that was March 4th. And March 11th or 12th, we announced we are going to close down the county, and we are going to go remote wherever we can work. Otherwise, everything is going to stop. And at that time, there are so many people came to me and said, okay, I go cut grass, or I go clean somebody's house, and that's how I make a living. And what do I do? And I heard people saying that, you know what? If I don't pay the rent, they're going to kick me out of my apartment next month, this month. And I heard cases like that. and it was hard. But you know, one thing, a lot of our community organizations, and that include United Way, and that include Catholic Charities. There are so many of these organizations came together, worked with us to make sure these people have enough food. And Houston Food Bank is another phenomenal partner, and came together and worked together so that they were not sleeping on the street. They were, when they go home, they have food to feed their children and things of that nature. Fort Bend is so blessed to have these wonderful partners in Fort Bend County. That's the reason why we are bringing them to these events, and making sure you know them, and also Fort Bend citizens know them. And tonight isn't just a presentation, and I just want you to know that this is the starting point, as I mentioned. I encourage you to explore the platform right here on your phones and tablets, and we have some tech people standing here. You see that all these young people, and one sitting in front of the computer, and all one standing next to so many phones and all that. They all are. The one is going to show it to you how to navigate this platform and to learn more about it, and it is going to be beneficial to you. And not just, as you can see, there is not a lot of people today here, but you can tell your friends. You all are community leaders, and you all have many people you can talk to. And explore it on your phones or tablet. Ask questions. Visit our resource tables, and definitely make sure you make connections. Most of all, help us to spread the word so that people can understand this is available. In closing, I want you to say this. Thank you for being here, and thank you for our presenters and partners showing up and showing our residents how Fort Bend County is continue to make difference, continue to engage in how we can serve our citizens better. Our goal is to make sure we are in the process of building a Fort Bend County we all can be proud, and for the sake of our children and, of course, generations to come. With that, I will conclude my conversation, and I will ask Samantha, you're going to come back. You're going to be the lead. See, we always have young people because they know what to do when it comes to. Mr. Week, you agree with that, right? They know, yeah, they know what to do with the iPhone. I have an iPhone and I use it once in a while, but they know what to do. Come on up. Come on up. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge George. Before I call up our first speaker of the night, I just did want to remind everyone on the table right here, you will see a QR code. You can scan, it will take you to our office's link tree if you want to keep connected with our office. This is a great way if you ever want to request proclamation, a meeting, know our staff members, see our events coming up. So that's a great way for you to do it as well. And also follow us on social media. Moving on to our next segment, I'm going to go ahead and invite up to review our Fort Bend Helps. From our office, our Community Engagement Coordinator, Ms. Hannah Kadri.
Oh, okay. Good evening, everyone. So I'm Hannah Kadri, and I'm the Community Engagement Specialist with Judge KP George's office, and I have a little story to share. So when I first started my job at the judge's office in 2019, when he was firstly elected, I asked him that once he hired me, I said, how do I measure my success in this role? And the answer I received has stayed with me ever since. I was told, if you go to sleep at night knowing you helped even one person that day, it means you have done your job well. That perspective has shaped the way I approach my work every single day. Thank you, Judge. So Fort Bend Helps was born out of this very belief, a commitment to help our community. So here we, can you guys see this? Can you scan the QR code? So we had growing numbers of inquiries from residents. We repeatedly heard concerns around small business support, disaster recovery, social services, housing, childcare, events, and this inspired us to create this website, Fort Bend Helps, which is a one-stop hub for a lot of resources that you can find on here. So let's navigate through the website together, and if everybody has it on, then can you click on that? So this is the front, the the landing page, and it opens up to the Fort Bend Helps. There's a video there. Do you want to play the video? Great. Yes.
Fort Bend Help was born from listening to our small business community. I kept hearing over and over the concern during town halls and community meetings. Finding reliable information, navigating permits, or connecting with the right resources was always difficult.
Fort Bend Helps is a valuable resource for small businesses in our community. Starting and growing a business can be challenging, so our website is designed to provide the guidance and support you need.
So our goal on the Fort Bend Helps website is to provide small businesses with resources on how to start businesses in Fort Bend County, be sustainable in Fort Bend County, and have that longevity component to be able to give back to the community, and to be able to tap into resources that Fort Bend County residents are looking for.
One of the most frequent questions from small business owners is, how do I get the necessary permits? Another common one is, how do I register to become a vendor? These are crucial steps for any business, and we have made it easy to find answers.
And small business owners are the ones that keep our economy thriving and growing and giving opportunities to those individuals for employment. But loans and things of that nature will be available on our Fort Bend Helps website, so you can tap into that resource. And then obviously as a person who is a resident or outside looking to be a resident of Fort Bend County, coming in here, looking at what the small businesses have to offer or the housing program has to offer to be able to purchase a home, an affordable home here in Fort Bend.
On Fort Bend Helps, you'll find direct links to resources you need, whether step-by-step guides for permits and vendor registration or financial assistance programs. We also provide access to workshops to help you grow your business and connections to local chambers of commerce where you can network and collaborate.
This is just a beginning. Based on the feedback from our community, we will continue to be updating the site with new programs, events, and resources. Our goal is to make this a living, evolving platform that grows with the needs of our business owners. Yes, so we have these different tabs where that is small business, housing. Housing and childcare is it's coming soon. So we have community care, and if you could click on that. Oh. I think it turned on. Yes, so we have community care here. If you click on that, it will take you to all the resources that you can find over here, which involves, of course, Fort Bend Social Services. It says, I promise I'm not pressing anything. I don't know what's happening. Fort Bend County Collaborative and United Way, Fort Bend. If you could scroll down. 211 Texas. Navigate Life Texas. So please do explore the site, and if you're unable to click on the QR code, you can go to helps.fortbendcountytx.gov, and please spread the word. Let people know that we are here. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is better. So this launch is just the beginning. Your feedback is very important, so please, you can go on the contact and you can email and let us know what you think and what you think we should add on to it. You have a lot of different, if you scroll it down. Up. Yeah, I just wanted to show the tabs at the top. So we have small business, community care, and disaster recovery events. That is all the information is available over here. Please do navigate through it and do let us know what you think of it. We'd really appreciate that. And the housing and childcare is coming soon. Thank you. Now we're talking, this is better. Thank you.
Thank you, Henna. If you didn't get a chance to scan the QR code, or if you just want to scan it to have for reference, on the back table right here with the black tablecloth, there is another QR code you can scan to be able to access it. Oh, and it's still up there. Moving on to our second segment, one of the most vital roles of our Fort Bend County services and what we offer. It is my pleasure to introduce our Deputy Director of Operations, Mr. Keaton Imendar.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of our Fort Bend County Health and Human Services, our Director, Dr. Gail Lowe, and entire Fort Bend County Health and Human Services staff. I just want to make sure, just raise your hand quickly if you have ever received any service from Fort Bend County Health and Human Services. I'm impressed. I expected very few hands, but very happy that we have more numbers of hands. But regardless, whether they have received the service from us or not, we're working on a background to make sure the Fort Bend County's community is safe and protected. So what do we talk about the public health? Can you read the next? Oh, thank you. What do you think when he says public health? Public health is both art and science. What it is about protecting and improving the health of all people, all community within the Fort Bend County. And how we achieve that? Through the prevention, promotion of health information, and educating the people. So I'm gonna walk you through our mission, vision, and values. What is Fort Bend County Health and Human Services vision? We believe to promote and protect the health and well-being of the residents of Fort Bend County through the prevention, preparedness, engagement, and equitable access to the basic need. Our vision is healthy neighbors living, learning, working, and playing together. And how do we do that? Because we do have our 9 core values that you can read it as service, integrity, servant leadership, commitment, quality, compassion, collaborations, respect, and so on. So before I discuss in a little bit deeper to our division offices, most of you probably realize this name than you think of it. You probably have visited or received the service from at least one of our offices and programs. So first, I'm going to talk about animal services. Have anyone has ever adopted a pet? Well, if you're not, you are welcome to visit our beautiful shelter. So what we do, our animal services provide on-site animal adoptions, foster care, low-cost spay and neuter program, and all other services. We also, a lot of people don't know, when you do the evacuate or do during the hurricane, we also provide a guidance on how to take care of your pet and how you plan for it. Because you always think about yourself, and often we forget our little lovable pets in the house. So we also provide the guidance on that. We also enforce the restraint law to protect the public and prevent the spread of rabies, because what we believe is healthy pets means healthy people. Next, I'm going to talk about how our clinical service can help you. We cover from childhood immunizations to the TB service, HIV testing, STI, and all health education. This team goes to the weekends during the community events, engagements. If you call them, they will come out to your event and help you out, support on immunization or any health-related awareness that you need to bring it up. We also have 4 clinic locations: Katy, Fulshire, Missouri City, and Rosenberg. So there is no clinic that is away from where you live. It's very strategically located, what you said. Then what we have here is community health and wellness program. Has anyone ever told you watch what you eat or monitor your blood pressure or just be careful? So if you need any help in education awareness, this team goes out and provide education awareness on diabetes, A1C screening. They also do a demonstration of food cooking and library as time they permit. And if needed, they also provide a linkage to the other healthcare provider if you are qualified for that. And part of this program, we also have mental health services. So if anybody need that support and if you qualify, it's a short-term help, but it's a good 6 to 8 session. It's no cost to you. And if you need any further, of course, they will connect you with the other partners to guide you where to go for and look for more help. This is a big environmental health. We always talk about us and animals, but there's environmental is what is affect us. Our environmental health prevents the mosquito-borne illness by looking for and monitoring the mosquitoes populations, do the prevention what is needed by spraying if you have seen those truck fogging on the Fairbanks County area, as what other cities does the same way. We also have environmental crime units, what their job is to go and look out for the illegal dumping and illegal waste disposal. They are trained peace officers. So their truck is marked with the environmental police. So that's what they go out and look for illegal waste disposal to make sure there is no land, air, or waters got polluted. We also monitor retail food establishments around the Fairbanks County to make sure they follow proper protocol guidelines that's set forth by Texas Health Code. We also do the on-site sewage facilities, shortly people know in the county as OSSF. We also regulate, monitor swimming pools, spas, artificial lagoons, what you see it around in apartments or in public places, and any interactive water features. So there's a lot of going on in environmental health monitoring to keep everyone safe. EMS, there's no enough word that we can describe how well our EMS serves the county, as with all other departments. They provide compassionate, intensive care 24/7, 365 days a year. There is no off date. And as you can see, they have responded over 42,000 calls in last year. 42,000 calls. And what part of that, they also do a whole blood treatment if you need it during the ambulance. It's a very life-saving measure. Is often provide linkage between life and death before you reach the hospital. As you see, one of the whole blood receiver, the quote over there, how she's appreciated what she received that during her transfer to the hospital. EMS is also a part of a regional emergency response task. So if anything happened around in a state and they call to respond, they go there with whatever the needs is and support it. As of recently, our EMS team is a part of the flood that happens in the Hill Country. So it's just not a local, but this team provides support in another regional area also. These are our detectives, what I call, and epidemiologists. What they do is they track, analyze health data, they monitor the trends, investigate outbreak, as we have seen, as our judge has mentioned during COVID-19. And we create a data and a dashboard that gives meaningful insight to make a valuable healthcare decision based on those data. And they also, part of the investigation, do the contact tracing during the outbreak. So what happened during that, you can find the answer of who, what, where, when, and why during the disease outbreak. You just connect the dots. So this is a very valuable team work in the background to do the healthcare investigations. Indigent Healthcare Program. This program connects eligible residents to the essential healthcare services. As you listed here, physician service, x-ray, outpatient lab, immunization, and many more. And oftentimes, these programs serve to the people that for them is either they're gonna get the health service or going without the health service. And they do have, of course, some criteria to qualify that must live in Fairbanks County. You must, not eligible for Medicaid. You don't have resources but this is a really valuable service that being used by many Fairbanks County residents. Public health preparedness. This team goes out when nobody wants to go out during the hazardous time. They work hands on hand with the emergency operations centers. We do the shelter management, shelter operation during the heating wave. Cold, during the extreme cold, we open the warming centers. During the Hurricane Beryl, county opened up the shelter at the fairgrounds. So this team works with the other health department's employee and put the hazard assessment and respond to the community. We also part of that, we also work with the STEER, the registry by the state, that what that means is if you need assistance during the hurricane season or evacuation planning, if you are registered here, the responding agency know what is your need are. And I believe the 211 has information back there if you need to know about the STEER program over there. Social service, as we mentioned earlier, and you probably see on the Fort Bend Care website also, this team also very, very important. Think about it, you lost your job and your landlord knocking your door and say you need to be evicted. This team will work with you. We have case management team. They will provide you rental, utility assistance, food assistance if you need it, emergency shelters. And we also work with our veteran community. If they need any help, we do provide them the support, such as simple as veterans calls like, I'm running out of gas, I need some money. We do provide that help so veterans don't get stranded. So this team is very wonderful at supporting a backbone of community needs. And we do have two convenience locations, Missouri City and Rosenberg on both sides of the county to provide that service to whoever's needed. Office of Community Engagement and Education. As you see Ms. Barbara sitting back there, these are the people bringing the health information to you. These are the people who bring the education out to the community. These are the ones who prepare the information and share in social media. So just do us a favor, if you are in the social media or have a connection, please follow us. Our team is very great. They keep posting information as available to them in timely fashion. And Office of Performance Evaluation. This team makes sure that we are sharp. Our knowledge is up to date. They analyze all the policies, procedures, what's going on around the state and country, look out, bring the best practices to the Fort Bend County. They do make sure, and they lead the community health assessment and community health improvement plan, what we call CHA and CHIP. What that help us to identify what is the Fort Bend community need and how we can respond, how can we work better to provide a support to our county. And they also at the same time make sure that our work quality never goes down, make sure the quality stays up par, and we have the best practices across all SHS. So here, it's just kind of a disclaimer, just let you know the information what we use is make sure we vet it out through the official resources such as CDC, and that's how we share the information. There's nothing we don't validate. Without validation, we don't put any information out there. And here's another resource, how we get our information out there. And that's all about Fort Bend County Health and Human Services. We are here to help you anytime you need. We are available. Our resources tables back there. Ms. Barbara is sitting there with all information, and happy to help anyone, any questions, anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We do have a small amount of time, sorry Keaton, we do have a small time of Q&A if anyone does have any questions for Keaton while he's here. No pressure, that's also why the table's there too. No? Okay, that's why the table's there. No worries.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Keaton. That was a wonderful presentation. Our next speaker is going to be Dr. Weeks. Come on up.
Good evening, everybody. They're gonna make me take the mic.
Of course.
Thank y'all for being here today. Every chance I get, there's two things that I ask before I begin to speak is, especially if I'm in a library setting, let me see everybody that got a library card. If you do not have a library card, Juanica, stand up. She's the owner of this house. She's the manager of this house. Take a look around the people that didn't raise their hand. Before they leave, make sure they have a library card. It is our goal that 100% of the county has library cards. And we want to make sure that everybody have access to the tools, the resources that we have. I want you to be able to use those tools. Now, there was a young lady that came in with 3 kids. Is she still here? She left. I'm so proud of the fact, yes, you are. Raise your hand. She came in for this meeting, and the best place you can have your kids is in the library. So thank you for bringing your kids to the library. And we have a wonderful staff that's out there that's able to take care of them. And so thank you so much for doing that. There are 2 people that I want to introduce. One is I've already introduced Juanica. She's the manager of this house. I'd like to say the owner of this house. And then one of our advisory board members, Ms. Burks, raise your hand. She's on our advisory board, and she's giving us, help us with direction and policies and what we need to be doing. She does that. And with that, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna follow my presentation. I got 10 minutes, and I'm gonna follow every bit of that, Samantha. Every bit of that, I'm gonna take every bit of that 10 minutes. And this is our mission. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly, but I do want you to use our resources. I do want you to use our resources. Fort Bend County has a wealth of resources. Please take advantage of that. And definitely, if you want to find out anything about any other department, the library is here to help you find those. That's when you come in and see us. But this is our vision statement. This is our mission statement. But the vision statement is the one that we all need to be aware of: enriching lives and expanding minds. That's what we do. Books do that for you. Our other resources do that for you. Our programs do that for you. And so I want you to be able to come take advantage of some of those programs. This is, what do y'all know, that this is our very first library. And what I'm trying to do, and I need to get the judge, I think the judge left, but Samantha, this building is a privately owned building right now, but I definitely need for us to work to make sure that's a historical building. We're gonna work on doing that, because that is our first building for our library system. And we're gonna make sure we do that. But this is what we are. We in the community, we offer resources, and it's a safe space for any and everybody. We are for everybody. You don't have to have anything to come into our building. Just show up. That's all you gotta do. We ain't gonna ask you for no driver's license. We ain't gonna ask you to pay nothing. It's free. Everything is free when you walk into our building, except for the 3rd floor of this building where you can rent out. That's the only thing that's not free. I'm gonna make that plug. So if you have some space that you want to rent out for an event, it's on the 3rd floor. See Juanica, she'll be able to help you with that. We are diverse users of and we know that Fort Bend County is one of the most diverse counties in the country, and it's continuing to do so. And we're here to serve everybody. We have resources for everybody, okay? Community engagement opportunity, we promote engagement through our fairs, through our events. Ms. Lynn, I know you gotta go to another event. Thank you for coming by. But we're here for everybody. We are a civic space where you can talk about things. You can have dialogue about different things. And we know we live in a time right now where social media, people on social media saying this and that, blah, 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 blah. Come into the library and have that conversation. Sit down and have those conversations with people across the aisle from you that may not believe and think like you. But that's the space we have. Our arts and cultural programs, we know, as was stated earlier, there's so many different cultures in our community. And we're here to celebrate all of them. We want everybody to be seen when they walk into our libraries. Health and wellness, if you like yoga, I don't, but that's me. You may like it. And we have other things that you can take, that you can enjoy in our libraries. Like I said, there are things in our libraries you may not like. There may be some books in our libraries you may not like, but guess what? You don't have to read them. You don't. I tell people all the time, when they were talking about book bans at one point in time, well, they say, well, is there anything that you don't like? I said, yeah, I don't like them romance novels. You're not going to get me to read that. You're not now. I'm just telling you. And we got some in our building, but I'm not going to stop you from reading it. I'm not. My thing is just don't read it, guys. Don't open it. Don't read it. Other unique opportunities. We had an opportunity where they had a snake in our libraries. You know what? I ain't gonna deal with that. I'm gonna let Juanita deal with the snakes. I can deal with the turtles. Them the reptiles I like. But I ain't gonna deal with the snakes. I don't care how many times you say it, it won't bite. It got teeth. It'll bite. So you can say what you want to say. But we have all kinds of unique opportunities in our libraries. And you know what? Every library is different. We have 13 locations, including the law library. We have 13 locations. Every one of them is different because every community is different. And we don't try to cook or cutter our programs that one program fit all. No, 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 no. We try to do what's best for that community. We give what that community wants. We provide programs and services for that community. And we found that that's very enriching for those that come and show. So we have culinary clubs. Anybody here like to cook? Okay, let me ask this question. How many of y'all like to eat? See that what I'm talking about? Come on out and get some samples of some of the great things they do in these clubs. I do, so you know. Crafting circles. If you like to crochet and make things, we have an opportunity for you. We can meet you there. And then education support. Where's our teacher in the library? Go get her right quick. We have a teacher in the library at 3 of our locations. One is at Mission Bend, one is at our George Memorial, and the other one is here. And I just so happened to see her just a few minutes ago trying to help and serve students. Our Teaching in the Library program is to help students that may be struggling, that maybe need that extra help. I was one of those kids that need that extra help. There's nothing wrong with needing extra help. Math almost kept me from graduating from high school, not college, high school. And so all of us need some kind of help. And now Teaching in the Library program does that. She left? You tell her I'm going to talk about her next time I see her. But those opportunities are here for any student that comes in and need help. We don't turn anybody away. They can just come and we our system has been down since the 24th of February, a day that will live in infamy for me. But you know what? Our system will be back up on September the 2nd, ready to rock and roll, ready to serve you full service. Now, we may have some hiccups on that day, but you know what? We're going to have the program out for you guys, ready to roll. So we're excited about that to provide a full service to you guys. See, every time that happens, I have to pray because I know that's a kid that's been kidnapped or by somebody. So I pray when that happens because I don't want my grandbaby. If you kidnap my older children, they're all grown. But my grandbaby, leave my grandbabies alone. You know what I'm talking about. So when I hear that, I have to stop and pray. These are our all of our locations in various parts of the community, and we offer some tremendous programs. Our staff, they are awesome. You hear me when I tell you this? I'm not gonna tell you just to say this, guys. They are awesome. Wanika been with us for about 3 months now. 3 months. Community love her. Y'all get to know, if y'all in this community, y'all get to know her. You'll find out that no matter where you go to our staff, they're going to treat you well. They're going to be welcoming and inviting for everybody. And these are some of the resources that we have available to you, just as the other program that we talked about earlier. We have some of those same resources you can come and use. Career help, LinkedIn Learning. If you want to learn, if you're looking for a job and you need some help, that interview will help you. That big interview will help you prepare you for that interview. And guys, let me tell you, when I interviewed for the county, you know what I did? I went around and visited every library, every last one of them. I did some secret shopping stuff to find out the stuff I need to learn. So all of us prepare for interviews in a different way. This will help you be able to do that. You want to find out about your ancestors? We have Ancestry online. Let me give you a plug. It costs you $49.99 a month. If you go buy it, come to the library, you can get it for free. I'm telling you some stuff y'all need to know. I'm telling you. We got a lot of resources you don't have to pay for, guys, I'm telling you. Our streaming services that we provide, look at that, right to the next page. If you wanna, should I be talking about getting rid of Hulu, and what's the other one? Netflix and all that? Should I be talking about that or not? Well, I'm just tell you, if you wanna get rid of those services and save some money, we have some streaming services for free to you, if you want. They're there, guys. You can use your, you know, I'm sorry, because Netflix and Hulu may be providing us some money somewhere down the line. So I take that back. Hulu, Netflix, y'all are wonderful. Give us some money somewhere down the line. If you want to be a author, Pressbook will help you do that. Help you learn how to write a book. Okay. We have many book clubs. If you want to be part of a book club, you like sitting down discussing a book, we have many of those. Play and technology, we have many technologies in our system that you can have. Homework help, we talked about that earlier. We have teachers in the library, but this is an online resource here, guys. This is one of the most valuable, unfortunately, it's one of the unkept, it's a secret that everybody should know about. I need y'all to share this one, guys. This homework help is called, it's brain fused, but it's homework help. It's for kids from elementary school to college age. If you really have some problems that the kids are stuck, these are online tutors. They're real tutors that can help you. So pass the resource on. If you know any college age, school age children, pass it along. It's very valuable. And one of the things that I'm gonna show you, this is one of the things here. That FAFSA stuff. Anybody ever have to fill out a FAFSA form? I did that 5 times and still I don't know how to do it. It's confusing. And if you want to learn how to fill out that FAFSA form, you better learn it. And for those that don't know, FAFSA is that program to get when your kids go to college, they got to fill this out. But whether they got the money or not, they have to fill this out for aid. And so this is a good opportunity for you. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm at my 10 minutes. Reading challenges, summer reading programs. We just finished our summer reading program. We had more readers this year that registered than last year, and we're excited about that. We're gonna keep trying to improve those programs. And then summary. Libraries are important in upholding democratic values, protecting privacy, and providing equitable access to information. That's who we are. Now y'all supposed to clap. Clap. Thank you. Any questions? Oh, look at that. I love that. I'm gonna come back to you, Danielle. You. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have like bookmobiles that can go into the areas where that
I'm so,
library may not be?
You're wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. The judge just walked back in. We're looking to get one of those. We're looking, so we do know that there are some unserved and underserved communities that are out there where libraries are not. Matter of fact, we're looking to get one big one and then one small one. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's on the table. It's on the table. But great question. Great question. Yes, ma'am.
So would you go back to the library, the first library? What would you like us to do?
Historical plaque.
Let me show you. Hold on a minute.
Historical plaque.
That building there.
Okay, and somebody else owns it?
It's probably on right now.
Where's it located?
It's in Richmond.
It's not Holly Ryan or
You know where it is.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
a women's center right now.
Yes, it's a health center and some other things that's in there.
Okay.
Y'all know this building?
Yes.
It's a historical building. It's a historical building. And we want to try to get a historical marker somewhere on that building. I actually talked to the Historical Society about it, and so we need to follow up with them on that. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm with a program that's called Foster Grandparent Program.
Foster grandparent.
So, our volunteers are 55 and over,
Uh-huh.
90-year-olds. What they do is they mentor children on a one-on-one basis. And I've asked previously, but I didn't get an answer really. I asked previously about having volunteers. I noticed that you do have volunteers and you have teachers there. A lot of my volunteers are And I was, during the summer and stuff, we went, or in the evenings or whenever they need them, we would be able to provide volunteers to the libraries with no cost to you.
Shut up. We take them all day, every day.
And they told me that any volunteers have to be certified teachers.
We're looking at a lot of different things, and we're looking at how we do things, reevaluating some of the programs we had. So before this is over, I need your name and programs that you have. Look at, she's whooping on her stuff already. She's ready to go. We're gonna sit down and talk about how we bring volunteers on, and so we're revamping that program where we can get as many volunteers in our library as possible. One of the things we do want to make sure that they're able to work with children, that they don't have a history of abusing children, that type of thing. And so we want to make sure that we do those background checks so that our children are protected. But before we leave it, we're going to sit down and have a conversation, okay? Great question. Great question. Anybody else? Young lady, ask me a question. I need you to, no, you. Let me looking around. Yes, you ask me a question. I need a question from you, and then I'm going to sit down. Anything.
Well,
I seen a question in your forehead.
I work for East Fort Bend Human Needs Ministry, and we are mainly a food pantry.
Okay.
We have, we offer, we kind of, I'm not gonna say we cater to the kids, but, okay. So we receive in some books, we call her the library lady, and
Okay.
she brings in books for us, and we let the kiddos, pick out, you know, like 2 or 3 books that they
Excellent.
can take. And, so maybe we need to have,
Partnership? Get together. I'm gonna get your information as well. One of the things that you'll find out about county agency is we don't have all the resources that we need to get stuff done, that we truly want to get done. And so the best way of doing that, we got to partner. We got to partner with other organizations that have like-minded missions and goals, and that way we help you with your goals, you help us with our goals. And so those are one of the things we want to make sure that we build that bond with partners.
yeah, we offer a birthday bag program. And, I was thinking that maybe we could work with and it's normally just a gift and party
Okay.
stuff. But I'm thinking maybe we could add some library books in there.
My birthday is February 27th. So look, you put that, write that down. I need my bag. That's all I have for y'all. You all have been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming.
That was a wonderful presentation as well. Our next speaker is Mr. Alex with 211. Come on up.
All right, thank you very much. That's it. Now I got to go after that. All right. So thank y'all for having me out here. My name is Alex Edwards. I'm the Disaster and Outreach Coordinator from the 211 Texas United Way Helpline from United Way of Greater Houston. So let's dive right in on all things 211. So starting off, 211 is a multi-service helpline. So that means that there's multiple options on the line. The United Way of Greater Houston's 211 Texas Helpline is option number 1 on the line. What that means is we're open 24/7, 365 days a year for our side of the line, helping to connect people to services and resources close to where they are. Option number 2, that's Texas Health and Human Services. So anything that's statewide benefits or federally funded programs. So it could be for TANF, WIC, CHIP, SNAP, any type of program such as that. Basically, that's option 2. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But when you're looking for those local community-based resources, which one are you supposed to click? Y'all didn't know there was a quiz. Option number 1 is what we're going for. In terms of folks that English isn't their first language or their best language, that's not a problem for us. We have over 350 different languages we can get access to. So we can get our translators on the line and still be able to help connect them to services and resources close to where they are. And we are accredited by Inform USA, which is the governing body in the United States and abroad for all things information and referral for those agencies helping to connect local community members to those local resources. Now, in terms of what 211 looks like on a national standpoint, every state actually has a 211 system. So if you have a loved one that lives out of state and they're having a hard time, they need some help from local community-based resources where they are, they can check out their local 211 too. Blue represents 100% coverage in those states, gold represents 90% coverage in those states, and silver represents 75% coverage in those states. Now, when it comes to Texas, it's a statewide network broken up into 24 different regions by 22 different 211s that are all connected together. So what that also means is that for the United Way of Greater Houston's area, we actually have 3 of those regions. So with 3 of those regions, we have the Gulf Coast region there with 13 counties. We have the Coastal Bend region down there south around Corpus Christi, which is 12 counties there, and then up in the Fort Worth Central area, we have 8 counties, bringing us to a total of 33 counties for our portion of the statewide database. So what we do is we make sure that all of our contacts and resources for our portion of the database are up to date with our database resource management team. That's also part of our 211 team. In terms of 211, we're actually the largest, not only in the state of Texas, but we're the largest 211 in the country as well. Taking those calls day in and day out, rain or shine, is when you can connect with us. Now, in terms of the United Way of Greater Houston and our programming service area, it's a 4-county service area. So we have Harris County with a center down in Fort Bend, well, a center down in actually the Bay Area region. You can go to a building there. We have here in Fort Bend in Stafford, Texas. In Brookshire, or in Waller, it's in Brookshire, Texas. And then in Montgomery, currently it's in the Woodlands. But in 2026, we're actually going to be moving up to Conroe, just based on the community needs and the resources that are available in that area. So you can actually go to all of these buildings and be able to work with one of 10 to 15 nonprofit agencies to get assistance, as well as also to possibly work with the United Way 211 helpline specialist to be able to get that information and referral resources to in person as well when you go check out our service center buildings as well. And then also what happens when you give us a call. So this just gives a visual breakdown in terms of the multiple different options on that 211 helpline. So first we have your selecting your language option, then your service option, which is our option number 1. Then you have option 2 for those statewide benefits. Option number 3, the Office of the Inspector General. Option number 4 is for the STEER program, which also you can give us a call and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then also looking for those mental health and substance use issues, you can also give 211 a call to be able to get a better understanding about what's available close to where you are for those issues as well. Now, in terms of the many things that we have here at 211, a lot of times people think that the one thing that they call us for is the one thing that we only have, and that's not the case. And so a lot of times it's definitely for those basic needs. In terms of those top things, we're going to look a little bit about what the data was for 2024, but I'll give you an example. I was working with someone about not that long ago. We had an older gentleman giving us a call. He was impacted by Hurricane Beryl. Y'all remember how all the fences and everywhere went down, right? So what he was looking for to see if there were any agencies out there being able to help connect, getting your fences repaired. So I went into our database, I typed in fence, and then it said that it had a resource, and this individual was around Houston. It said it was at the West Gray Community Center. I said, oh, I didn't know that the community center had repair and rebuild services. So I started to read a little bit further in there. It said, lessons are Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And then on Fridays, from 4:30 to 5:30. And I said, huh, we had resources in there for fencing, sword fighting. So if we had resources for, if you wanted to learn how to sword fight, you can only imagine how many more resources we have specifically for things that people are looking at connected to services and resources from other nonprofit agencies. So we have resources in there as well for healthcare and also for mental health care, about understanding about what are the hours of operation. Can I just walk there, or do I need to have an appointment? What do I need to bring with me? All that information we have readily available. 211 is also an anonymous helpline. We only ask for the information that we need so we can help locate those resources and get you connected. So we're going to ask for age because we have age-specific programming. We're going to ask for gender because some of the agencies have gender-specific program as well. We're also going to ask for zip code because we want to make sure where we're sending you is close to where you are. Then we're also going to ask for veteran status because we have specific programming for anyone in the household that's served or any family member of a service member. They then get the ability to work with those veterans-related agencies and resources. And then last but not least, we also ask, is this your first time calling 211? We want to be able to see are more people or less people giving us a call looking for help and assistance. And your best guess is correct. We're seeing a lot more people reaching out over the years, needing help getting connected to services. So we also have disaster-related services as well during those emergency times. We have a great working relationship. I see you back there. Thank you, Fort Bend Public Health, about being able to let us know about where are those cooling centers, where are those warming centers. So during times of disaster, when you need to know about where's the water distribution, guess who you can call to figure all that out? 211. We're constantly seeking out that information for emergencies as well as also for those day-to-day basic needs too. So it's that one number that you can call for those day-to-day needs as well as during times of disaster. Now, who's ready for some data? I know I am. Let's dive in. So last year in 2024, we did 1.3 million connections. We define connections by phone calls, web searches, chat, and also email. And these are the top 10. Now, in 2023, 2 of these were not in the top 10. The 2 that crept into the top 10 for us was actually number 10 for those household goods and clothing and resources, and number 6, disaster-related resources. Because of our area and the impact, we received about close to 60,000 phone calls specifically looking for disaster-related resources last year from getting impacted from not 1, not 2, but 3 different disasters over the course of 4 months. And so let's take an even further look. When you go on unitedwayhouston.org, you'll be able to see our data dashboard. It gets updated daily, so then that way individuals from Monday through Friday, you'll be able to see and understand about what's going on in my community. You can drill down as far as you'd like in terms of going from either looking at your county specifically. You can even drill down to your zip code to see about what's going on in my backyard. So if you're serving in your community, you can understand about what are the people calling 211 for and what do they say that they need. So then that way you have a better understanding of what's going on out there. On the right-hand side here, we have it based on call volume per month. And so just to give some context, out of the 22 211s, we're only looking at our 1 211's data. And also, you can see 44,730 for the month of January. The volume that we take per month easily equals other 211's entire year, just to give you some context in terms of that volume. Now, on the second page of our data dashboard, you have the agencies that we refer to in terms of the most, as well as also those top needs. The number one thing that people give us a call for 211 when they're looking for assistance is utility bill payment assistance, primarily for electric bill payment assistance. So being able to help get people connected to those services and resources. And as I stated before, 2 things got knocked out of the top 10. What that means is those 2 things were also mental health and transportation assistance, which usually are in the top 10. But because of what we went through last year in terms of all the disasters we experienced, it wasn't that they weren't as important, it's just they got superseded because of the amount of emergencies we were facing last year. Now, in terms of the United Way and disaster response, we have a couple things that we do. So making sure that we connect with all the offices of emergency management within our jurisdiction, making sure with local leadership, with local government, local nonprofits that are serving, so then that way we can continue to build even when there's not a storm coming. We can know what we're all capable of and know how we can connect and provide service and assistance. When it comes to during times of disaster, especially through our 211 Texas Helpline, understanding where those resources are located and that being the number to call to find out what's going on close to where you are. And then also for long-term recovery. In terms of our Fort County service area, at all of our United Way buildings, we actually house those long-term recovery committees. So oftentimes they may meet on a monthly or quarterly basis, but we encourage everyone to please come out. The more people that we have engaged, involved in disaster preparedness as well as the recovery process, the better and stronger we can help our community members to get back up. Then we also have the Greater Houston Disaster Alliance. So that's between the Greater Houston, United Way Greater Houston, and the Greater Houston Community Foundation coming together to be able to raise those donor dollars during critical times of disaster, create those grants, get those grants to nonprofit agencies that are serving directly people that are impacted, so we can see a faster turnaround in terms of being able to help provide assistance versus trying to wait for others to come in from the outside. We're going to try and do our best to be able to act as quickly as we can because we know that oftentimes we needed help yesterday, especially when we're being impacted by disasters in our community. And then we also have the United Way Strike Team. So being able to help provide that precision assistance during times of disaster, but then also working in terms of homeless diversion program as well as what we're also here to do. We're seeing the team expand recently because we've seen such great results from it. So we're just staying tuned and seeing about how we continue to grow and expand it and serve more within our Fort County service area. And then also the STEER program, State of Texas Emergency Assistance Registry, for wellness checks and also for evacuations if that's called upon. One of the ways you can sign up for it is by giving us a call at 211, and we can actually sign you up over the phone. So just let us know. Just give us a call anytime, daytime, nighttime. Like I said, we're open 24/7, 365 days a year. And so the many different ways that you can get connected to 211, give us a call. You can text us, you can chat us, you can email us. You can even search our database online for free as well. We want to be as accessible as possible so that way if you're looking for those resources, you can get access to those resources. But the best way to get connected, just give us a call. And here it is in terms of the website, 201texas.org. So basically, you'll just go there, type in what you're looking for, put your zip code in, hit enter, and it'll pull up the resources about that are close to where you are based on the needs that you have at the time. Now, let's say, for instance, if you're not exactly sure if you're doing it right, guess what you should do instead? Call 211. We're here 24/7, so that way we can do the hard stuff for you and be able to see about what those resources are close to where you are. All right, so what questions y'all have? Yes.
Utilities is your number one. Where, you get this fund from donations or how, I guess what, how much do you help and how do people help you help?
Great question. So it works in several different ways. So there's direct services and programs from the United Way of Greater Houston, but then also through our 211 Texas Helpline, agencies that are within our database and about the services that they are providing from them. So in terms of how we do, we have campaigns, whether they're internal campaigns, because we at the United Way, we do not ask people to do what we are not willing to do. So we have our internal campaign where we all give, and we donate to nonprofit agencies or we donate to the United Way to be able to go for programming, just as we ask for everyone else to do. And then also we have campaigns with our local other nonprofits that are out there, local industry leaders, whether it's with energy, gas, medical, facilities and so forth. And they raise donor dollars, donate to the United Way. We then distribute that money to our United Way funded partners that are serving in the community and providing assistance. And so each partner, they may have different types of, things to say, for instance, with the energy assistance, we have the Comprehensive Energy Assistance Program. And so for that, we'll have some of the nonprofit agencies that are actually providing that. So their funding will go towards that depending on what their grant was. Yeah. What other questions are there?
That 24/7 coverage, is that the live coverage?
Yes, sir. Live.
So how you guys staff? Are you guys in the United Way room or OneDrive or?
So, yes, so we are part of a statewide network. And so our team is about 88 strong of us total, with about 60 or so being a part of our Helpline Specialist Division. And so with that being said, we have a 24-hour schedule. And so we have some people that start 7 to 3, we have some people that are 10 to 4, and then 12 to 9, and so forth for our building and for our coverage. But then also there are 22 other 211s. 4 of those other 211s are also 24 hours in terms of their response. The other 211s, there's about 14 of them when they go offline at 5 p.m. Our 211 takes the calls from their jurisdiction. But when you call a 211, it goes first to the local 211 that you're there. If it rings for more than a minute, it immediately gets kicked over to the next available helpline specialist in the state of Texas. And it's one network, so we can find resources for a caller from El Paso, from down in McKinney, from all the way up in Tarrant County, from all the way in from Panhandle, and be able to provide the same type of service. Yes. Any other questions? Yes.
So, last year, we visited, we visited the 211, and we got to sit and listen to someone take a call.
Hmm.
And they were back-to-back calls. It was amazing, how fast and efficient and, easy it was for the operator who was sitting in the next room. We were in a conference room and they were right next to us, that were assisting people. And it was for a tree had fallen in front of their house and things like that you don't think about. So I know it's an incredible agency, what you do.
Thank you. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alex. And just real quickly, if we could just have one more round of applause for all of our speakers today. Thank you so much for attending. I'll keep the remarks short, but I do have to say, I've worked for the county for a very long time. And if I can pass on any information, it's this. The people you heard today, the people you heard speak today, they care so much. As someone who is, I know Dr. Weeks knows, a former library employee, as someone who emails with HHS almost every single day, I go to Fort Bend Recovers, I work with United Way and all these things. The way they care to get services out in the county, and they care about the community, and they just want to be here and help. I hope you saw it today when you're asking questions to Dr. Weeks. He was like, let's meet. He's like, I'm going to flag you before you can even go. That's what we want. We want people to know. I think the overall message is you're not alone. It is really, we want people to know public service is still very much a thing. We are here to serve. So thank you so much for coming. This is, of course, part 1 of our series. As I said, on your way out, if you'd like, You have business cards of our staff members here in Judge's office. We have QR codes to our social media if you want to keep up to date with us. If you want to be on Fort Bend Helps, there's a QR code for that. 211 HHS and library are all here as well for any other resources or questions you may have. Please utilize us as much as you like, and I hope we see you next time. Maybe y'all have suggestions on who you'd like to see from our county next time as well. So please keep in touch with us. I'm so sorry, juvenile probation. Juvenile probation is also here, and I just have to really quick do what did Dr. Weeks say? A shameless plug. If you go see juvenile probation, when I tell you our juvenile probation team are some of the hardest working people, and the love they have for the kids is unlike anything you'll ever see. We just attended their graduation. They love them. Kyle, who is their head of juvenile, is just amazing. If you also check out, I don't know if he has it, but they do have it on the county website, you can see all the amazing things these kids make. These kids make rocking chairs. I don't know what type of wood or paint to pick out. And it's real wood, it's not particle board. So please check out, it's a great way to support the kids too, because they're able to earn money off of it as well. So please support them as well. Thank you so much for coming. Please have a wonderful night.
I just wanted
Yes.
to add on to that juvenile probation, because see, I was a school board member before Fort Bend ISD, because truancy was a major problem for any school district you talk to, and and these people make a major, it's life changing. We go and visit these kids, whether they are in custody or even, our goal is they have a school system in place. Our goal is to they go through the system and bring them out as useful citizens and self-sustaining citizens, and so I cannot talk enough of these people's hard work. They are making a difference in our children's life every single day. I just wanted to add that. So I don't want you thinking, oh, we also have that. No, that's not what it is, because they are making a difference in people's life every single day. And I serve on the juvenile board with other judges, and so I go and visit with these kids, and I see nobody is born evil. Nobody is born evil. So many different situations put them in wherever they are, and as adults, as a society, we are giving them a chance to rehab and come back as normal citizens, and some of these children never have that opportunity. So yeah, as you can see, I could keep talking about it. I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. We all heard the story of starfish, right? Picking that starfish and throwing back to the ocean. That's what they do, changing one life at a time. And thank you for what you do, juvenile probation people. God bless you. Thank you.
No, it's okay, I won't come back with more. If there's nothing else, thank you so much for attending. We hope to see you again. Our staff is here, the other staff from the other departments are here, so feel free to ask us any questions. Thank you so much for coming.